Welcome back, Sidekicks. Part 4 of Max Reed's Road to Civil War. Captain America Civil War is coming out in just a few days. And I just wanted to get my little bit of last input in before that comes out. And talk with you guys a little bit about some of my concerns about how I think things can go in the movie. Now, first, the absolute glaring idea is that Black Panther is a main player. Now, before I go any further, spoilers. I'm going to be talking a lot about the comic book, and this might spoil things in the movie. So if you don't want to know anything about that, then don't watch this until after you see the movie. There are some links in the description to reviews that I did on Civil War from 2006, Marvel Comics Civil War, and that has a spoiler-free and a full of spoiler version down there, as well as why I'm on Team Captain America. So if you guys want to check that out, that's down in there as well. So I've gone over a lot of this information in those videos. But let me just hit the points that I feel are really important. The first is Black Panther. In the comic book, Black Panther is not involved at all until the end. He pretty much says, look, this is not a Wakanda issue. This is an American issue. You guys deal with your own problems. If it comes onto my soil, then I'll get involved. And that's big, because he is, at that time, he's leader of one of the most technologically advanced societies on the planet. And they are a big player. So we haven't seen him in the movies yet. We have had a little bit of mention of Wakanda. I don't remember if the Hulk fought in Wakanda or if they just mentioned Wakanda. I don't remember. Age of Ultron was kind of blurry. Good movie. I'm not going to say it wasn't good, but that there are some things that I just I don't quite remember. I might actually have to watch that movie before I watch Captain America 3. But when he does finally come into the comic book story, he shows up and he's on Captain America's side. They've completely changed this in the movie, and this is how and why. I think the catalyst for Civil War was the New Warriors inadvertently blowing up a school full of children, 800 kids just dead, and that was huge, absolutely huge. They have absolutely different ideas in the movie. From what it kind of looks like, the UN was blown up by some evil organization and pinned it on the Winter Soldier. That's what it looks like, and that's why he's involved. That doesn't tell us why the registration needs to happen. There was some talk about New York and about the city that almost fell out of the sky, and those are definitely big and they need to be mentioned. But the catalyst, I don't see that there is one yet, and there may be, but as far as that, I'm just not happy with them completely reversing his role, throwing him onto Iron Man's team, and making it a vendetta. So we'll see how that runs. Second is Fantastic Four. If the Fantastic Four are not in the story, that's fine. That's fine. Except for a few things. One is that it shows a lot of the emotional issues. Fantastic Four was probably where most of the emotional issues happened. Number one is the super prison is created by Reed Richards. It is his super prison. The Human Torch is beaten until he ends up in a hospital because people call him a baby killer because somebody else inadvertently blew up a school, so all superheroes must be bad, and he got trampled. And this is somebody who was in the limelight. They've always known who the Fantastic Four were, and he even had, like, his modeling gigs, and women loved him, and then now they're beating him, and that's really, really important. Then Sue Richards leaves Reed Richards because of things that he did, because she realized that they were on the wrong side of this. And so it shows that the family, these are I mean, if you think about a family that is stronger than anything, it's the Fantastic Four. They've been through all of it, and now they're separating, and that's big. Next, X-Men. The X-Men did not play a big role in the main arc of the Civil War storyline, but they were there. Mutants were there. They used a lot of powers, a lot of superpowers, mutant powers, and that extra bit is cool in the comics and be fantastic to see on the big screen, but it's not necessary. They can fill those roles with other people, so it's not such a big deal. Namor, he plays a turning point in the battle. Civil War, Team Captain America is pretty much losing, and Namor comes in and says, boom, here's my peeps, I'm saving the day. And that I don't think is going to happen, because we don't even know who Namor is. He has no vested interest in this. They haven't even mentioned the concept of him possibly being in the cinematic universe. Who else? Doctor Strange, we don't know who he is yet, but he wasn't there, so he's not really a big deal anyway. He was gone for most of it as well. Who else do we have? Thor, he's gone, but we've taken care of that because he said there's something I have to do after Avengers Age of Ultron. I gotta go. I had weird vision thingies. I gotta go have some Ragnarok. The Hulk, he says, peace out, I'm gone. In the comics, he's not there. He's actually on another planet at the time, a little thing we call Planet Hulk. But there is an important thing with S.H.I.E.L.D. There's several important things with S.H.I.E.L.D. First is, when Captain America is first confronted by S.H.I.E.L.D. and says, hey, so you're going to help us take down your friends who are going to not fall in line, right? And he goes, nah, I don't know about that. And then they all go, let's get him. That's bad. That's really, really bad. But we've already seen that. That betrayal hit solid. Not in a way that we can do again, because we already had that in Winter Soldier. In Winter Soldier, when we find out that Hydra is implanted in S.H.I.E.L.D., we already have the S.H.I.E.L.D. is all headed after him. So it's not something that we can be shocked about again. But they do have some other options. For instance, Agent 13, Sharon Carter. That's Steve Rogers' girlfriend. Who does she fall in line with? Is she on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s side? Does she take Captain America's side? In the comics, it wasn't really clear. Maybe it was clear. Maybe there was a whole comic book about it. I kind of remember that there was a whole comic book about how she was torn between S.H.I.E.L.D. and Steve Rogers. And that emotional issue. But we don't have that kind of a betrayal because S.H.I.E.L.D. is gone. S.H.I.E.L.D. is defunct. Yes, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. brought back S.H.I.E.L.D., but in the movies, S.H.I.E.L.D. is still in the background as a dead, defunct thing. However, Hydra, according to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Hydra has just been destroyed. So does that mean that this allows S.H.I.E.L.D. to come back right at the moment for us to all hate them? No, because they're in the middle of a storyline that's not going to be interrupted. They're in the middle of a storyline on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that is just a few episodes away from finishing, and they're not going to do what they did season 1 when they ruined the S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra spoiler thing, and we all remember how horrible that went. So, that S.H.I.E.L.D. is a really important part of this, because it's S.H.I.E.L.D. who's hunting down the heroes. It's S.H.I.E.L.D. that is trying to put them into boot camps and train them and say we're in charge. Not the World Security Council, not the UN, not the US government, but SHIELD. So how this is going to affect them in the movie, I'm really excited to see how they do that, how they play that out. I'm not sure that they can effectively have the same feel. It seems to me that they've done a lot more personal, small scale stuff. You have friends fighting friends, people who have fought and died together. Now here they are. So I'm kind of interested to see how that works. Now everyone's been talking about who's going to die. Oh, well, you know what? They keep hinting to the fact that it's Rhodes, that War Machine is the one that dies. But that's not smart. And that's not smart because he was just made into one of the new Avengers, essentially. He was the one who's going to replace Iron Man when Robert Downey Jr. doesn't want to do the movies anymore. Now it's Don Cheadle's turn. That's a possibility. Can we kill Captain America like we did in the comics? Yeah, I think we can. But then how do we bring him back for Avengers 3? Avengers Infinity? I don't know, but I'm sure those things have, stones that give people special powers and melt people with their minds, and so I don't see why we can't kill Steve Rogers. But you know who my money's on? Hawkeye. And this is why. We've never, ever really liked Hawkeye's death. We've never really cared. When he died in... Spoiler alert. Did he die in Avengers Disassemble? Yes, he was the one that died in that. Disassemble. He's the one that died. But he came back as Ronin, and that was a pretty cool character. And when it was like, oh, I'm Hawkeye. Okay. But in Age of Ultron, they gave him a family. They gave him a wife and kids. They made us think of him as more than just that sidekick guy who keeps hanging out with these really cool, powerful people. So I think that they're going to kill him. That's my guess. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Again, remember, be courteous about your comments. Spoilers. Always make sure that you're saying, hey, I'm about to ruin something that he maybe didn't talk about. Think about other people. And I'll see you guys after the movie. I will have 3 more videos after the movie's released. I'm going to the Thursday night showing, so that means that maybe Friday, first thing Friday morning, I might have some videos up for you. It depends on how much I want to sleep that night. Thank you guys, and as always, I'll catch you later.